Would you like a brand new home free of charge? Well, unless you're an asylum seeker, I've got some bad news. Because it says that Serco has leased £225,000 homes in Mellis for asylum seekers. And thank you to everyone who subscribed in the most recent video. I really appreciate that. And in a moment later on in the video, we'll have a look at Serco's CEO. We're going to have a look at how much his salary is. I've only just seen it for myself. And trust me, that man earns a lot of money. But first, right, these homes for asylum seekers, they're not just any old average home. Because like I said at the start, these homes are brand new and fresh. Because it says that new build homes in a Suffolk village, costing almost £250,000, are set to house 4 families seeking asylum in the UK, after being leased to a government contractor. And like I said, we'll have a look at his salary in a moment. But I will tell you, right, here's a little bit about me. I saved for years and years and years. We're talking from 2010 all the way up to 2018. I saved for years and years and years. And I scraped together and I was able to get a good deal, shared ownership. Part rent, part buy. Couldn't even get a full mortgage. Had to get half a mortgage. After 8 years of saving, I was finally able to get a house for me and my 2 kids. But these people just come and it's probably the same for yourself. My story would be very similar to yours. Years of having to save, whether that's renting or mortgage, it's still the same situation. But these people just come into the country and they are quite literally being given new build homes free of charge. Like I said, I had to save for almost a decade. And when we're talking saving, I had to save every single penny that I had. I've never earned a lot of money. I've never had a good paying wage. I'm just a cheapskate. That's how you sort of change the balance. But I had to save, people didn't understand it. They thought I was weird. And I had to do it for so many years. It's so many sacrifices. I don't like to admit it. Honestly, I don't. But I sacrificed quite a few things. And like I said, it's exactly the same with yourself. A lifetime full of sacrifices. But here they are, new build homes, free of charge. That is sick. Genuinely, that is sick. But like I said, right, everyone wants to know how much these people are earning. And I thought to myself, Serco, you know, government contracts, government dealings. That company's got to be earning quite a lot of money. And as you can see there, right, the salary of the group chief executive was £824,000 a year. And then you got the CFO on £500,000. Bear in mind, you got quite a lot of people underneath that as well. All of those directors, just earning millions of pounds. In fact, the same goes for the company. You see those numbers ticking up. Group revenue, £4.9 billion. Which you must admit, most of that's going to be our money. Same likewise with other governments around the world. All of the governments just give their money to this company just for them to essentially house migrants in their own country. We're basically just paying for it. Do you know what I mean? We're paying for the company to put migrants in brand new homes. That's just a terrible deal all around, isn't it? And just on a side note, you might have seen me somewhere. I know what you're thinking. I mean, clown, where am I going to have seen you? You never leave the house. And I got to tell you, you might have seen me in that comment section. I had like 600 comments on a video the other day. I replied to every single one. They were coming in, I was refreshing the page. I was like, no, I'm going to leave a comment to that one. Leave a reply. So if you do ever fancy leaving a comment, I might be the only creator that's going to leave you a regular reply. So like I said, if you did fancy leaving a comment, now would be the time to do so. As well as subscribing. That really helps the channel.
This country has gone crazy.